SMGs, huh? Alright. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Payday 2 ranking video where I take certain aspects of Payday 2 and rank them from worst to best. Previous ranking videos include worst to best heists, DLCs, assault rifles, shotguns, heisters, music, melee weapons, perks, skills, loot, XP, money, and even contractors. If you enjoy these kinds of videos, please make sure you let me know in the comments, subscribe for more, and click the link to the playlist in the description if you've missed any in this series. So with that out the way, let's talk SMGs. Did you know that there are 24 SMGs in Payday 2?
Holy sh!
Hold on a second, I'm not done. But there are also akimbo versions of each one, making the actual total 48. Hello?
Holy shit.
Okay, that's better. Now, before you skip to the top of the list or even the top 5, because I know some of you do that, YouTube tells me you do, so don't deny it. I want to first talk a little bit about akimbos and what I uncovered and how I approached this list. Just like the shotgun list, I decided to include the akimbos in the overall list of SMGs. And again, just like shotguns, the weapon class spans both primary and secondary weapon slots. The process of ranking these was confusing at times, frustrating occasionally, and overall not an easy task, but goddamn, we got it done. Now, the first thing to talk about here are the 3 subsections within SMGs, as usual, broken down by the damage they do and the specific ranges within there. Then there's the ammo pickup that opposes the damage. The highest damage section has a base of 99 and ammo pickup ranging from 2 to 4 ammo per box picked up. Next is damage from 55 to 58, ammo pickup from around 8 to 9, and then finally damage from 42 to 44 with an average ammo pickup of around 10 to 13. Now, what's extremely interesting about SMGs is the range of fire rate, and we'll talk more about that on an individual level within the rankings itself because it carries a lot of weight due to the damage nature of the weapons and the need for a fast damage per second. The other notable topic is the akimbos and what you need to understand here, so let's talk about those now for a second. First off, the ammo is a straight double up as far as the mag size goes. The total ammo has some funky things going on as it's not a straight double and seems to follow no particular pattern. When you fire the akimbos in burst or auto mode, it fires 2 bullets, which makes sense. If you put in single shot, only 1 bullet will be fired. The ammo pickup when tested also fell within a ×2 range from the single variant. Fire rate, accuracy, concealment, and threat all stay the same across the board from akimbo to single. We do see a standard stability reduction of 36 in all akimbos, and we see about a 15% increase in reload time over the single version. So how about damage? Now this is where it becomes a little more interesting. By design, here you would say that a single variant that does say 44 damage would do 88 if both akimbo shots landed. Well, you would be wrong. The stats are a lie. There's a cheeky akimbo damage bonus lying in wait. Here you can see a regular Cobra single SMG. A shot to the body gives the base damage of 44, plus the 5% increase from the Fast and Furious card in all perk decks, increasing this to the 46 that you see here. This is the exact number you see on the weapon stats for the single and akimbo. Here's what we land when we hit a single akimbo shot, 61. The fuck? When we land a 2-hit akimbo, we get 123. So with decimals within the calculations, this doubles the 61 to 123. This increase over the single variant is different over the 3 damage sections that I started to chat about earlier. The lower, which I just showcased here, gives an increase of around 33% over the listed damage stat. The mid damage section increases around 31%, and the top damage section gives you an increase of around 20%. A quick example of one of the high damage ones, here's the Krinkov in single form. Base damage is 99, again with the Fast and Furious card, it pushes this to 105. Krinkov akimbos in single fire lands for 125, and a double hit lands for 251. This actually makes the akimbos more powerful than they actually appear, and this needs to be taken into account when looking at this ranking, as this leads us to some interesting numbers on the top damage tier akimbo SMGs. With the base damage of 99 and 105 with the Fast and Furious card, we land a headshot for 937 damage. Just 23 shy of being a one-shot kill for a heavy SWAT on death sentence. Of course, I'm talking about 2 bullets landing here, but you know what I mean. Now, there are a couple of ways that we can now achieve that extra 24 damage to make these a one-hit kill. First, you can actually get it with mods. Either the Funnel of Fun barrel, which grants an extra 4 damage, which when multiplied out, hits for 973 total, meaning the one-tap kill we're looking for. Along the way, you do lose 2 concealment and a little accuracy with this option. Next is the Fire Breather nozzle. This gives you a +3 damage, a 4 stability boost, 12 threat, and also the -2 in concealment. You will need to add the Auto Fire mod to get the +1 damage to take it past the numbers you need. The final option is to completely mod out your weapon for stability and accuracy and just use skills to push the damage higher, whether that be Berserker, Overkill, or critical hits. The akimbos do get that negative 36 stability penalty, so boosting stability up a lot through skills and mods feels really good in the game. Now there's way more to talk about akimbos here, for which I did contemplate doing a separate video on completely. If you have an interest in that, then please let me know and I can definitely work on it. It certainly does present a different dynamic having such strong fast killer machine secondaries and super powerful ammo efficient primaries in the same section, but hey, let's do this. Last place, and actually the bottom 6 go to a section of the akimbo, starting with
the akimbo patchet.
Lowest mag size, slowest fire rate, lowest damage, lowest accuracy, highest level to unlock. In akimbos, it all points to terrible. The reason this one is over its single variant is that you do not want to replace your primary slot with 2 of these bad guns. Pretty simple really, but looks cool though.
The akimbo signature.
These are only a very slight improvement over the ones before them. Again, lowest mag size, slightly higher fire rate, lowest stability, and with the akimbo stability penalty, you only get 8 stability as standard here. Steer clear and do not fill your primary slot with these.
The akimbo para.
Here we take one out of the middle damage group and the slowest fire rate, lowest damage and lowest accuracy of its section. These look like little amcars and are just as bad. This also sits with around 8 ammo pickup.
The akimbo Uzi.
Not to be confused with the micro Uzis, this double set of Uzis has a decent mag size but suffers from a slow fire rate in a low damage class. It has the second lowest accuracy amongst its peers in this group, and its stability will drop to 32 with the akimbo penalty.
The akimbo compact 5.
Only a very slight improvement over the Uzis, with a decent base stability of 80 reduced to 44 with akimbo and a marginal increase in fire rate.
The akimbo heather.
These are a step up in damage compared to the compact 5s but have less ammo, same fire rate, and is slightly more even across the other stats.
The akimbo Chicago Typewriter.
I must admit, I love how the Tommy guns look, it's just so classic. This is a better looking version and a very slight step up from the Heathers. Second largest mag size of all submachine guns at 50, a slow fire rate but a solid stability number of 68 base and 32 for akimbos. Now we'll hit some of the single SMG secondaries, and they do follow the same pattern as their akimbos before them and for the same reasons, but I shall regurgitate some of the info.
The patchet.
This one has the worst fire rate, worst mag, worst damage, worst accuracy. Oh, and did I mention you have to buy this one?
The signature.
Low mag, low fire rate, low stability, don't use it.
The para.
Slow fire rate, low accuracy, low damage.
The Uzi.
Decent mag, slow fire rate in low damage class, low accuracy.
The compact 5.
Good base stability, low fire rate.
The MP40.
Here we dip into the top damage tier section. This one has the slowest fire rate in all SMGs, only slightly above the patchet. It has an okay mag size of 40 but the lowest stability, and it's unlocked at level 25.
The Swedish K.
The reason I mentioned the unlock level on the MP40 before this one is that the Swedish K is the exact same gun as the MP40, just unlocked at level 0, and for that it gets 1 spot higher, for being trash and a gun available at all times.
The Jackal.
This is only a slight improvement over the Swedish K due to its plus 52 more fire rate and slightly higher stability.
The Tatanka.
The Tatanka is again only a slight improvement over the one before it due to the largest mag size in all of SMGs. It also shares the fire rate and stability of the Jackal but drops accuracy in comparison.
The Heather.
The Heather sits here for even stability and accuracy across the board, but still a slow fire rate and a shittier version of
the akimbo Chicago Typewriter.
This single variant is next, looks cool, slow fire, reminds me of the Tabula Rasa achievement. Probably the only time I'll ever use this again, remember it has a good mag size. Now we will get into a big section of akimbos again, and they offer a solid primary option. First off, from the low damage section is
the Akimbo Blaster.
This could be the best name of all SMGs in my opinion. It does suffer from a low mag and low accuracy, but its fire rate is getting into the territory of a solid primary. Looks cool and sounds cool too.
The Akimbo Cobra.
The Snake Akimbos share a lot with the blasters that came before them, mag stats, damage and accuracy, but these have a 1000 fire rate, which feels good, but those small mags disappear fast if you don't mod for more ammo and quick reloads.
The Akimbo CMP.
A very slight drop off in fire rate compared to the Cobra, the CMP has 10 more in the mag and higher stability. Not a bad trade off, but the other stats are also very similar.
The Akimbo Micro Uzi.
2 more in the mag than the CMP and 14 more in total. Now we reach an SMG with the highest rate of fire of 1200. Identical stats of stability, accuracy and damage to the blaster and CMP.
The akimbo AK-Gen 21.
An outlier in stats to the other SMGs, this one sits alone with 76 base damage, but a slow fire rate. The extra damage scales well with headshots and crits, and the ammo pickup sits around where the medium damage SMGs are. Next are 5 akimbo SMGs out of the middle damage tier section.
The akimbo Spec Ops.
The akimbo Spec Ops, lowest mag size but a good fire rate. It has pretty even stats across accuracy and stability.
The akimbo Myakatan.
Brand new and a great fire rate, low mag size, accuracy and stability on this one. Luckily, a speed pull mag is available but no extended mag.
The akimbo Cobra 90.
Very similar to the Spec Ops before them, these slightly outclassed those by having the second largest mag size.
The akimbo Jackets Piece.
Akimbo Jackets Piece, here we go again with some crazy fire rate coming out from the crazy character pack himself. 1200 rate of fire, good mag size, good stability as base, but minus the 36 for akimbos.
The akimbo Cross Vertex.
These are only a slight step up from the jackets before them. Same fire rate, 1 more damage, and a higher base stability of 8.
The akimbo Mark 10.
A slightly reduced fire rate compared to the previous two, which isn't a bad thing when you get into the thousands. Still with a 1000 fire rate, these having a 40 mag, which is great for the fast firers. Throw on speed pull and shred all day. Solid stability also with these. The next 4 are akimbos from the top damage tier. As discussed earlier, akimbos from this tier can one-tap a heavy swat on death sentence with the right setup. It's just debatable if you want to use these as a primary.
The akimbo MP40.
Better than its single version, but suffers from the same fire rate and stability issues. This will have an 8 stability with the akimbo penalty applied, which you can manage, but that fire rate you better be accurate.
The akimbo Swedish K.
Same as before, only 1 higher than the MP40 because you unlock it earlier. Same stats across the board.
The akimbo Jackal.
Lower mag than the 2 before it, same damage of 99, very slight increase in fire rate and stability puts it only slightly ahead.
The akimbo Tatanka.
The Tatonkas, these are cool sounding Russian weapons that share the same damage, low fire rate and stability to the Jackals, but outshine them purely based on the highest mag size in SMGs and a great total ammo of 128 base, non-akimbo. Now we jump to the top 14. This section is where it gets really competitive. You could honestly have any one of these in the top 5 as they all start to have great strengths and not much between themselves within the section of SMGs.
The Spec Ops.
A solid secondary, but low on this top section due to its lower than its peers fire rate and 20 mag. You do get a decent stability and accuracy to work with right out of the box.
The AK-Gen 21.
A better option to take a single rather than akimbo, this SMG offers decent damage, ammo pickup and even stability and accuracy stats. If this had a higher fire rate, it would be top tier.
The Myakatan.
Following on from the recent AK-Gen 21 is the even more recent Mayaki 10. Sitting in the middle damage class of SMGs with 60, this stands alone with an excellent fire rate of 1101 and a slightly higher total mag size of 175. Its single mag size of 25 lets it down slightly and even more than its lowest in class base accuracy.
The Cobra 90.
The Cobra 90 goes 1 higher than the Spec Ops and the Miyaki 10 for its mag size, but it's a very close race between the 3.
The Blaster 9mm.
The Blaster 9mm sits apart from its similar brothers due to its low fire rate in comparison, and it just sets it apart. 896 is getting close but just doesn't cut it. There's no speed pull mag option either for this one, and the accuracy really suffers, especially in comparison to its stability where 100 is easily reached.
The CR508B.
This is the first high damage SMG on this list that has an acceptable fire rate, albeit not as fast as I'd like it. This SMG has the highest base accuracy of all SMGs at 72 and a super high stability of 68. Ammo pickup is average for a weapon of this damage and can do some serious harm. This does have the lowest base concealment of all SMGs, but you should have no problem modding and skilling this out to achieve critical hits through the low blow skill. Now we head into the section that can be called Take Your Pick. These are all very similar and all very great, work extremely well with critical hits and their fast fire rates. The secondaries in this section could easily be used as a primary all heist long. Also make sure that surefire basic is utilised on these fast firers and akimbos adding 15 to your mag size.
The Krinkov.
This single variant of this beauty improves on the CR508 before it based on its fire rate. It does suffer from a much lower base stability, but it can easily be modded and skilled to a high number, easily reaching 100 accuracy and 100 stability.
The CMP.
This one has a solid fire rate just shy of 1000, great stability, achievable but low accuracy. The base 30 mag can be made 42 with a mod, and this one becomes a lot of fun. Ammo pickup over 11 leaves you stocked at all times.
The Cobra.
The Cobra was once my favourite. It has a great fire rate of 1000 again and a high base stability. Sure, the low mag size of 20 is rough on a fire rate like that, but equip the extended mags to increase to 40 and never look back. Accuracy won't reach the top limits, but 100 stability is easy to get. I tested this as the highest ammo pickup in all of SMGs, over 13 ammo per box picked up.
The Micro Uzi.
Here we go again with another step up in fire rate, now again back to the 1200. This has a high ammo pickup and easily reaches 100 stability. Sadly, there's no speed pull or extended mag available, but 32 as a base isn't that terrible, and 47 with surefire is pretty solid.
The Jacket's Piece.
This one continues the stats from the Micro Uzi, fire rate of 1200, mag of 32, but almost double the base stability and an increase in 13 base damage. The reload is pretty bad on this one, so be aware. No speed pull mag to assist.
The Cross Vertex.
This one is almost identical to the Jacket's Piece, but almost half the reload time. Same 1200 fire rate and 52 accuracy, more base stability, but this really doesn't mean anything when all of these are easy to mod to 100 stability.
The Akimbo CR508B.
Man, this race at the top was super close, literally splitting very similar weapons as a result. These high damage akimbos fall only slightly from the very top due to the lower fire rate holding them back. These super high damage, high accuracy, high stability akimbos can one-tap kill heavy swats like we discussed earlier. Throw in the speed pull mag on these and you're a force to be reckoned with. I suggest select fire as the shot type and you will be rewarded for your accuracy. It's worth also noting at this stage that taking the akimbo skill in the gunslinger tree is advised when using akimbos. It reduces the akimbo stability reduction that I talked about earlier from 36 to only 20, and this 20 can be mitigated somewhat through skills and mods. You also gain a 50% increase in ammo with this skill, which is amazing, especially for the high damage low ammo pickup section that the CR508B comes from.
The Mark 10.
For me, this could be number one, as it's equally as good as all primaries and it's so much fun. It does what the Cross Vertex and Jacket's Piece do before it, just even better. Back down slightly to 1000 fire rate, a high standard mag count of 40, this is ultra concealable, stability can easily reach 100 and accuracies into the 80s. Throw a speed pull mag on this and reload in 1.4 seconds. With critical hits, you can take down a minigun dozer on death sentence with 48,000 health in less than 2 seconds.
The Akimbo Krinkovs.
Well, maybe you guessed it, maybe you didn't, but the akimbo Krinkovs take the number one spot. For all the reasons the CR508B were as high as they were, the Krinkovs outdo those by an increased rate of fire and ammo pickup. With the akimbo skill, modded for stability and accuracy, these are just too much fun and rightly deserve the spot amongst the SMGs as number one. I really feel like with the SMG class we get some of the best weapons in the game. If you were to rank all primaries together in one group, the akimbo Krinkovs would definitely be near the top, if not top on most people's lists. And I think the same goes for secondaries. You could argue that the Mark 10 is the best secondary. Trying to pit these two powerhouses against themselves in two different weapon slots is very difficult. I'm definitely keen to know what your top 3 in SMGs would be. So there we have it, the exhaustive list of all SMGs ranked from worst to best. This sure felt like a long one, and hey, if you got this far, type pencil in the comments to confuse those who did leave early. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.